Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Preston here with a brand new series today. It is Factions, Tips, and Tricks with the lovely A9000, aka the whale of many talents. So, there's a lot of beginners on the CosmicPvP.me server. If you guys want to go check out the server that Rob and I play on as well as A9000, you can check it down below in the description. But A9000 has decided to grace me with his presence for a tips and tricks series that is going to be hopefully uploading once a week, maybe more, depending on how much you guys like the series. So if you want to see more often, let's try to go for 5,000 likes, and make sure to go check out A9000's channel as well, because he's a really great guy for helping me set all this up. And without further ado, let's get into it. So today, let's look inside here. What are we covering today? We are covering Factions, Tips, and Tricks, the basics, episode 1. We are covering one-man bases, basic cannons, and then basic claiming as well. So what is this? What is this? What are we looking at here, man?
This is the cannon of cannons, the great and powerful so-called dry cannon. It's called the dry cannon because, as you see, it doesn't have any water, so it's pretty dry. You know, it's a dry little cacti. It's crying, but it's not crying because it's dry. So what you can use buttons for this as well. I don't have any buttons, but you're gonna do this. You're gonna do the honors, Mr. Preston. You're gonna light this TNT, which is gonna be the thing firing, and then you're gonna light this TNT, and that's gonna land. We can even change this to a slab if you want to be extra spatial, but we'll just do it with a normal block.
Okay, so I light this one, and then
the other one,
and then boom, and this works.
Boom, and then boom and boom.
Oh,
so that's the basic.
Cool.
That's the basic trajectory of cannons. Like if you're gonna do a cannon that is like if maybe you claimed into someone's base but you couldn't claim more, then you can just put one of those in. You don't have to do a big cannon like this one, which isn't really that big.
So basically, if you just want to do like the basic of basic cannons, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it, and that's basically just showing how TNT fires. So this, however, is a normal old-fashioned cannon. You'll know this. If you don't, well, you probably don't if you're a complete lumlet in faction, but
so let's explain it to them a little bit. So if you guys don't understand why this cannon works the way it does, the redstone right here lights the TNT that launches the explosive TNT that's supposed to hit the wall. So you light this one right here, you wait a little bit, and then you want to light this one. And this all depends on how far, you know, whatever you're trying to blow up. If it's really far away, you want to wait as long as you can to press this TNT, because this is the TNT that's going to be igniting on the base that you're trying to hit. So make sure to remember that.
And now I'm going to explain why and kind of more detail how this works. So you see water. Why do we have water? Well, as you saw in this cannon right over here, if you don't have any water, the cannon's going to blow up to smithereens. And you want to use the cannon probably for more than just one shot. And it's going to take a while to build if you're making a real cannon. So the water basically makes it so the TNT will still fire this TNT forward, but it won't blow up the blocks around it. The other thing here, you see the slab right over here? It is to block the redstone current, because if you press this and then have a block there, it will both light this and this at the same time, making them both blow up at the same time, making it blow up in the front, blowing the cannon up. And the slab right over here makes it so the TNT will fire longer because it will be stuck on a half slab. There's a really long explanation on that, but I want to keep this video decently short, so we'll just leave that up to some other time. We can have glass as well. Glass stops, and it's actually a full block, but I just prefer having a little slabby, because a slabby is very beautiful, and you don't have any TNT in there, so that could have gone really bad. So let's move over.
Also, half slabs are easier to make because you don't have to, you know, obviously you don't have to put it in the furnace.
So you don't have to smell. But it depends. You can't buy slabs at store. You can buy glass at store. So
okay, so what cannon is this, A9?
This is basically a modernized version of this, you could say. This is a repeater cannon, or it's not really a repeater cannon, it's basically just a normal cannon, but it uses repeaters. Now, the positive thing with repeaters is that you can easily configure them to fire as far as you want them to, or as close as you want them to, so we're going to actually fire on 2 walls in this cannon.
Oh,
the other
really?
thing is...
Oh, let me see this.
Yeah, you see?
Oh, okay, the wall behind it, okay.
So, and the other thing is you don't need to have 2 buttons. So if you might be using this, you don't really know how long you should wait, then this will basically do it for you. Even though you got to know how much this does, it will basically, you can just play around with this and see how far it goes. So we're going to start out with quite little delay. Something that I need to add that not a lot of people know is every tick of this equals 1 repeater. So if you have like, this is basically 4 ticks. If we have it like this, it's 1 tick. But a lot of people think that this doesn't change the tick, but it does. So the more repeaters you have, the longer delay it is on it. And delay is basically...
It doesn't act as like redstone, it actually acts as 1 delay.
Yeah, for every one you have. So if you have 9, you basically have 9 delay. But we'll start off pretty simple. I think that's gonna
So
be
then
enough.
you put how much delay on this one? 2, right?
That's 2 on the front, and then
So
there's 3 extra.
since we have exactly. So basically we have 6 delay right here because we have 4 repeaters and then
if we
2.
do it like this, it would be the same amount of delay. If we just have one full and then another
Okay,
one.
that's really interesting. I don't think I knew that it added some delay, but I didn't know it added a full tick of delay. Okay, so set this one up. So this is gonna blow pretty fast.
It's gonna blow up. Hopefully, it's gonna blow up mid-air and not blow up the cannon. But you
yeah,
see,
nice job.
there we go.
Good job.
That's a good one. And now we're gonna maybe, depending on how this shot goes, if this goes well. Also, for it to go farther, we also needed to fire with more power. Of course, we're gonna get more into how to do that efficiently in the future. And let's go over here. We cannot have it fired too quickly, so I'm just gonna. I think that would do it. I'm
3
just
full
gonna check
delays?
that.
Yeah, I think that sounds
3
good
full
too.
delays. Let's go. Click it. Click the switch. Let's see.
Now we'll actually. Oh, nice.
Boom.
Oh, perfect shot. Awesome shot right there.
That's a nice shot. The problem is, you might have this problem if you have a lot of power, which we're going to get into in the future, in the future of the video. You might need to do this. This is what is commonly known as a barrel. We're going to go into that in the future episodes, go into how you can use the barrel and the different kinds of barrel. This is basically just a basic little roof on the TNT. What this will do is, the TNT will hit this roof, which will basically guide it. So it's more like a guider. But you know, the longer a barrel, if you look at a normal weapon in real life, the longer the barrel, the more straight the shot fires. And it's the same with this. So let's try this now. Boom, boom, and we'll see if this works. Boom.
Oh yeah, see, it does. It makes it, but it's true. It makes it go more straight. That's nice though. It makes it go more straight. So if you have a barrel even this small, it still makes the TNT fly more straight instead of going as high.
And then it went further down, you see. So that just went like 1 or 2 blocks down, but it's still really useful.
If you were to make the barrel longer, would it make the TNT fall even shorter?
But the longer the barrel, the more power you need. So if we have this kind of barrel right here, and then we have the same amount of power, it's gonna fall short because the power. Because it also reduces power. For every time it hits the roof, it reduces the power. That's the only negative thing. So let's see this.
Oh,
that actually worked pretty good though.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, so we got that we got that I think down. But let's see, what's this one? I've actually never seen this one. So this is a dispenser cannon, huh?
This is not a dispenser cannon. This is what is commonly known as compression. So you see this. Basically, this is a normal cannon, right? So if we fire that TNT, that will not have the same effect and same amount of power as this TNT would, you know, because this is really close to this TNT right here. So basically, it would do the most. And then if we put a TNT over here, it would barely affect the front TNT at all, right? So what we do with this, first of all, we're gonna just fire through the first wall, and hopefully you'll see it. I might need to change the delay so it's easier to see. Boom, boom, and then now, when we go for a bit of more power, we will show you. Well, it actually blew up some of the redstone. That's not supposed to happen. So you see all this 14T that I'm talking about? And then we'll add extra delay here. So now you'll actually see what goes on. So boom,
oh,
boom.
okay, so
see? That TNT goes before, and let's see what that does. Boom, boom, boom. It compresses the TNT. So basically, all of the TNT in this row gets pushed forward onto here, making it more useful. So it basically both saves you TNT and it makes the shot go further.
Okay, so I'm starting to see this. So then why do you put the redstone repeater over here?
Because if we, well, you see here, so the button's over here, right? And then this is the repeater that goes to the front cannon, and this goes to the actual power right here. And if we have this TNT fire at the same time as this does, it doesn't get to compress it as they blow up.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you want.
So it needs to. So this blows up, moves this TNT forward, and then I can even show it even more if maybe. If I can get that working, I don't know, but let's just do it like that and see if that works. Boom, boom. So this will move the TNT. Hopefully, you'll see.
Oh,
I
saw it. Yeah, I saw. So the TNT actually
moved.
That's so cool. So basically, if you guys don't understand what he's saying, the 4 TNT that go right here normally, just like this, once this TNT explodes, it explodes a little bit before these 4 TNT explode, launching this TNT that will blow up on the base that you're trying to shoot. It'll compress this TNT all to about right here, and then you'll get a further shot in a smaller cannon. So if you don't have
if you want, this is just half compression. Full compression, you would have 1, 2, 3, and that would push every single TNT in your barrel, even if you have 9 blocks, all the way down here, which would make it completely fully efficient. So that's really useful. And then,
so cool.
Just to finish it all off, you can also use dispensers to fire this and this. This is just to show you off like that you can use dispensers for more than just compression. So this is a completely fully automatic one-click cannon. You do not need to put any TNT or anything in. You just fill the dispensers up, click the button if you may, boom, boom, and
wow,
then
so this is like the lazy man's cannon.
Yeah, and that kind of fired really far up because there was tons of power on there. And the only thing you need to do if you want to remove power is basically empty one of these dispensers. But they're armed to the teeth right now, so we're not going to mess around with that.
So do you want to go ahead and explain this a little bit more in depth? Like, because this cannon obviously looks a lot more complex. As we've been going down the line, we went from the really basic cannon to a little bit more upgraded to more of a modern standardized cannon that you see. I mean, you see this cannon in everyday factioning. You don't see the compression cannon in everyday factioning. I haven't seen one at least. And then you definitely don't see a fully automated cannon, at least not typically. And this one even has compression on it as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I do most of my cannons with compression. But the thing with compression, I'm just going to turn off TeamSpeak real quick. There we go. The thing with compression is it's just useful in any type of cannon you have, either if it's lazy man cannon or not. But, so, if you don't know how, this is at least in 1.7, it's kind of been nerfed and messed with in 1.8, so as for now, this tutorial is mostly going to be for 1.7 players. There might be some changes in 1.8. I haven't actually checked through the change logs, but I've heard that cannoning has been kind of fluffed up, so I'm not sure about that. But if you give a dispenser with a TNT in it, a redstone current, it will drop that TNT as a lit TNT, not as a actual, like, as an entity, not like this.
Yeah, okay.
It will actually drop it like a lit TNT.
Yeah,
so basically, the button gives redstone circuit to the dispensers here, so they all drop lit TNT. And the good thing with this is, on a normal cannon over there, you'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'd be 4 TNT right there. On this cannon, you can double-side it, as you see. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instead of 4 on the same amount of space.
I like that actually. I didn't even think about that because then you could alternate. Because obviously, if you put equal amounts of dispensers on each side, you won't have room for the repeaters and stuff like that. So that's actually really interesting. So in order to complete this cannon fully, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You don't actually need that.
You don't need that much, but that's just what you're using for this, correct?
But that's what I'm using for this. You might need more or less. And the best part with this, if you go over to this cannon, just going to show you a demonstration. What if we need more TNT, but we can't extend any further? Then we got to do one of these, which is really annoying. You got to circuit it all up, and then we got to put the TNT up here, and we got to put a place up here, and then add the redstone circuit. You know, it's just a really annoying time to add all this. And now it works, so now we can use it as intended.
But in the future, we're going to get to those kinds of cannons, huh?
No, that's not actually what you're going to do, because the best thing with dispensers, if you come over here, you can stack them on top of each other, and they'll work fine. So you can have up to sky limit with dispensers, all filled, loaded with TNT, as long as they reach the bottom. So now I've added 5 power. So 5 TNT without actually extending the cannon. So that's more advanced though. I'm not going to go into that much, but just the possibilities with dispensers are endless, so most people use them. So that's going to probably bring the basic cannoning to an end, and then in the futures we're going to start doing hybrids, corner busters probably, and stuff like that. So that's going to be hype. But we're going to move on, aren't we?
Yeah, next thing is to cover, we have to get to bases. So hopefully you guys could understand the cannons pretty well. As you guys saw, I put up a lot of diagrams on the screen with the magic power of editing, so you guys can kind of tell how much you need of each resource to make each cannon and what the cannons' names are. That way you guys can familiarize yourselves with them. Alright guys, that's it for episode 1 of Factions, Tips, and Tricks. A little bit of the basic cannoning. I know a lot of you guys probably already know this already, but just in case a lot of you guys didn't and you wanted to get into factions but you just didn't know quite how, make sure to check out the next episode, which will be coming hopefully in a week, or if we get to over 5,000 likes on this episode, I think I will upload it sooner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome and safe day. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next Tips and Tricks episode. Goodbye.